Good morning everybody and welcome to another video. It is 8 o'clock in the morning, it is still dark outside, but I feel filled with joy. I've just been doing a little bit of exercise, which always helps with the endorphins, and I've been watching one of my favorite YouTubers ever. It is Stephanie Jarvis from Chateau Diaries. I started watching her channel in 2020 and visited the chateau itself in 2021 and have watched the channel ever since. And I can't express enough how much her joie de vivre impacts her hundreds of thousands of viewers. I'm so proud to be one of them. But I am full of that joie de vivre today, and I have the very arduous task of taking down all of the Christmas. And of course, it's the last thing that any of us want to do. So before I even do that at all, I'm going to show you some cheeses that I purchased for Christmas and never use. And I'm going to make a delicious mac and cheese instead of taking down Christmas. Let's do this. So as you can see here, I have quite an assortment of cheeses. And this is not even all of them, but I did grab what I could just to give a sort of an example. And what I think is that to draw out this avoiding of taking Christmas down as long as possible, I'm going to choose one of these cheeses and I'm going to make a small mac and cheese. I don't know which one to choose. I think I'm going to try the black truffle brie. All right, let's give it a whirl. I am going to cook the tiniest amount that I can possibly of this bonsai chickpea pasta. And I have peeled the white coating off of this black truffle brie. Isn't it beautiful? I didn't want the taste of the white coating too much to impact the cheese. It has a wonderful pungent smell, but there's a very mild black truffle cheese. So let's get going. Now, because I want to taste the pureness of this beautiful cheese, I'm going to make the simplest of roux, simple salted butter, pardon me, and a tablespoon or two of flour. And then I'm just gonna cook that a tiny bit and add a little bit of cream. Just wanna cook off the flour taste, and the browning that you're seeing here will give it a little bit of a nutty flavor. Now I am going to add a little bit of heavy cream. Mix that in very gently. And once that's mixed in quite well, make a nice white sauce. In this case, a nice light brown sauce, because the toasted flour. That's very bechamel. It's very plain, it's very smooth. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt because the brie is not very salty itself. And then with this just on a simmer, I am going to start breaking up the brie and adding the whole pat of black truffle brie into my sauce. Mix that in to heat it up a little bit. And then I'm going to pop that little lid on, turn it down to a simmer, and let it kind of melt. Let's take a look. Oh yes, that is melting smoothly. It's coming together beautifully. It smells very nice. Now the bonsai chickpea pasta does taste a little bit like chickpeas. In other words, it has a flavor of its own. So I think starting with the black truffle cheese is a good idea, because hopefully that black truffle flavor will overtake that chickpea flavor. Let's give it a taste. Wow, that's delicious. I'm gonna add this in little by little. so as not to break the pasta or to overwhelm it. And the black truffle color lent itself very well to the nutty brown of the butter. So it all looks rather beige, but that is the flavor color we're going for today. Oh, lost one. Ooh, lost two. And there you have the simplest mac and cheese ever. And what is not to love about this? We've got flour and butter, cream, and cheese. Whew, that is one cheesy mac and cheese. At 8:35 in the morning, it is time to try our black truffle bonsai pasta mac and cheese. I was absolutely right. The black truffle cheese really takes over the flavor of the bonsai pasta, which in my opinion is a good thing, because until you really can accustom yourself to that little flavor of chickpea, it's nice to have a sauce that covers it. And now, beyond eating mac and cheese and beyond taking down Christmas, there are a lot of other things that I have to do around here. And if I'm being honest, this is a month where I just want to not be here at all. January, February, March are months that I would prefer to go and travel. But there are some things that are happening in the background that are preventing me from doing that this year. So I will put on a brave face and take care of the things that I need to do. Number one is this coat closet. I have a lot of coats here, and those are my Christmas boxes, and I've retrieved some of the stockings from my children, but not all. So I need to make sure that all of this gets reorganized as I take down all of this. The second spot that I need to reorganize, this is very embarrassing, is this cupboard. This cupboard has been ravaged by Christmas. Honestly, it looks a lot worse than it could be. It's just a matter of pulling things off the shelf and putting them back properly. The next place is in my laundry room in this closet. This closet carries the shoes that are out of season and becomes a stuffing ground for gifts and other things I want to keep hidden during the holiday season. And then finally, we walk into my closet. And what I want to do with this is, beyond just tidying it up a little bit and color coding the clothing a little better, I want to go through and pull out things that I might not have worn for a couple of years and either pack them away for a while or give them away. There is one spot that I didn't show you that needs to be tidied very badly. I mentioned it before, and I am mortified to show it to you in today's state, but let's tackle this. Welcome to my makeup closet. It's kind of a wreck, and it's hard for you to see it all from this angle, probably from any angle, but it really needs to be cleaned. Let me show you. Okay, top shelf, not too bad, a little askew. Next shelf, face mask, jewelry box. It's a very special jewelry box to me, and you can't tell by that. Some perfumes. Next shelf, face products, makeup, more face products. This never looks like this. I'm mortified. Next shelf, more beauty products, some shampoo, conditioner, those kinds of things. And then the lower level has some towels and some Epsom salts. And the other day, one of my makeup bits fell and all of this stuff fell on the floor. And I haven't even taken the time to clean it yet, so that is my bad. And it is now time for me to do something about that. The first thing I need to do is find a way for you to see better what it is that I'm doing. I got a little stool, so I'll be able to hop up. And the first thing I'm gonna do is organize the top shelf. That top shelf shelf was easy enough. Now the second shelf. On this shelf, I have a whole host of very expensive face masks that I've purchased the last few months. And I am committing right now here on camera to using them a little bit more. I definitely could use them. My hesitancy in using these face masks is sometimes they actually clog my pores and cause a little bit of acne. So I love the idea of them for the hydration. I need to just find a spot by my tub so that every time I take a bath, I use these and I use them up. Maybe it'll make a difference. Next is this shelf, and this is the one that I'm looking forward to probably the least, but let's do this. Step one, the shelf is cleaned and the mirror is cleaned. Now I've got to go through all of that product and decide exactly how I'm going to organize it. Well, I took my sweet time and it took me all day, but I have pretty much cleaned this closet. I didn't really touch these two shelves too much, just tidied them up. But the rest are done. Everything is clean. And we've got my makeup here. We've got my accoutrements, Q-tips and plaque sticks and puff pads. I've got all the Elizabeth Arden items here that I have. I have all Shiseido items here. And I have my Clarins line here and what I have left of my Lancome line right there. I have fixed and tidied up my jewelry box, and these are the perfumes that I have left on this shelf. That is what it takes to keep this little shelf clean. The last thing I'm going to do is just wipe up this floor. So this is what it looks like now that I've put just a little bit of time and effort into tidying it up. It's a good start. Not bad at all. Legitimately, that took me all day. It is now dark out. But you know what? I don't care. I am proud of myself because I didn't want to do any of it at all. And I pushed through and did it anyway. And I got a bunch more stuff done in between all of that. So here's a sign to anybody who is feeling the same way I am, the post-Christmas, not wanting to do anything at all. If you just take one little step and do something, by the end of the day, you'll feel proud of yourself for doing something rather than nothing at all. And then tomorrow will be a better day. So hang in there. I have lots more to show you. It's going to be really difficult to only post 2 videos a week because there's so much stuff going on, and I have to end this video here. So have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. See you then. Bye.